All right, enough Napoli. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, guys.
Manchester City come from behind to beat Bournemouth 2-1 and advance to the FA Cup semi-final for the 7th consecutive year, as Pep Guardiola noted afterwards.
Yes.
Jules, other than Erling Haaland's finishing, I actually thought City looked pretty good. Really good. Better than they looked in a long time.
Yeah, better at times for sure, especially in that second half. I mean, I never thought I would say that Nico O'Reilly made a massive difference, but he did, to be fair.
Did you really? Like, I obviously you served the 2 assists, but on ITV it seemed as if they had, like, when the broadcaster that showed the right. They made it seem as if, like, they had brought on God at halftime and he had parted the waters, or Jesus, I guess, or no, actually, who parted the waters?
Yeah.
I should remember this. Moses.
Moses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moses. But I thought throughout the game and throughout that second half, Bournemouth had 0 shots on goal.
Yeah, the second half was all City, really. And the substitution from
the first half, they could have been 3-0 up if Erling Haaland hadn't missed a hat-trick of chances.
Yeah, he missed that and the penalty, of course. But then I thought Bournemouth were, as we saw with the goal, they were quite into. I just think Bournemouth have run out of legs a bit and energy and gas, and the game is all on that. And to be fair to Guardiola, the changes that he made in the second half worked, and a half time, of course. I think they were well prepared to counter Bournemouth like they did. The absences for Bournemouth, I think, were a problem too. But De Bruyne was maybe had one of his best performances for a very long time, I thought. And
how nice was it to see him start?
Yeah, for sure.
Bournemouth without their best player, for me, Milos Kerkez, and without maybe their best defender, Dean Huyson.
Yeah, second.
That's 2 guys suspended. That's half of your back 4.
Yeah, and you felt it, really. So it's a shame for Bournemouth because I think they really fancied that FA Cup run. But for City, the chance for the title, for a trophy, Gab. City will now face Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup semi-final. They overcame Brighton on penalties. More success for your friend, Mr. Marinakis.
Yes!
Yeah, you can spit on the floor to celebrate the win.
I might just do that. No. Look, this is impressive. Any way you slice it. People can look at Forest being defensive. This was such an odd game because obviously when they played Brighton earlier this year, I think it was November, was it? Or maybe it wasn't. Who cares? They won 7-0. They won 7-0 basically by sitting really deep. Brighton, the Hertzler attack. Yeah, we go this way, we go that way. And everything, like a million counterattacks and set pieces, and they beat them 7-0, right? In this game, I thought Brighton were dreadful. I thought Brighton... I don't need to say that Brighton need to play the stereotype and attack, but to sit, I don't know what Hertzler was thinking.
Well, not to get beaten 7-0 on the counter again. So they went for a much more cautious approach to avoid... But then when you see Hudson-Odoi and Elanga now starting, you know that Forest are not going to hit you on the counter until they come on. So Brighton could have taken that game by the scruff of the neck before. Do you see what I mean?
Exactly.
I understand why you could be on the back foot a little bit and be cautious, but not when you see the lineups.
He got this wrong. By the way, in terms of who wasn't starting, Chris Wood was injured, who happens to be their top scorer, not starting either. I think Hertzler really laid a turd in this one.
I agree.
Look, you can say Forest are a better team. They're ahead of them in the table. They're third, whatever. Yeah, fine. But this is a cup semifinal.
It was in Brighton as well.
At home.
Yeah, at home. Yeah, definitely.
If you're going to go down, play your football and go down.
Sure.
Crystal Palace trounced Fulham on the road. I was not expecting this as Eberechi Eze steals the show. Jules, I think you predicted that Palace was going to win the FA Cup. You feel pretty good about this now.
Yeah, I still maintain it as well. What an efficient performance from them. I mean, just one stat sums it up completely. In the first half, Eze completed 2 passes. And in that same half, the first half, he had 1 goal, outstanding goal, and 1 assist. So one of the 2 passes is an assist for Ismail Assar. And that's it. So efficient. Some would say Austrian efficiency, even for Oliver Glasner. Brilliant in both boxes. That's all you need for Fulham. Not sure not starting Raúl Jiménez up front was the right idea. But again, he's coming back from Mexico, which was not the case for Muniz. But yeah, it's a shame because I think it's a missed opportunity for Fulham at home, being at home in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup, considering they never win it. They've never won it, sorry. But for Palace, great win. And now I think they will face Aston Villa in the semi-final at Wembley, and anything is possible, always.
Yeah, it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, definitely. Aston Villa roll over Preston 3-0 on Sunday, and also through to the FA Cup semi-final. We said they will face Crystal Palace. But the story is Marcus Rashford scoring his first goal since he moved on loan from Manchester United. I think his first goal since the start of December, full stop.
Yeah. I don't think there's any question there. He's scoring. He's smiling. He's looking good. Obviously, the goals came in the second half, but I think Villa were on top from the start. Preston are just not particularly good. I don't think they're doing particularly well.
The first half was not good full stop from either team, really.
But I go back to one of my things. Some clubs, especially big clubs in England, don't like loan deals.
Yeah.
And I think they pay a price for it. And Unai Emery and especially Monchi, a lot more humble about this. Hey, look, I can get Marco Asensio. I can get this Marcus Rashford fella. I can get Alex Disasi. If they stink, I'm not stuck with them.
What's wrong with your first name? Axel even, not Alex?
Sorry. Axel Disasi, yes. Who played right back for France under Didier Deschamps.
Somehow.
But the point is, these people can help you. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're competing for a Champions League spot, even if you are, say, a Chelsea or a Manchester City, dare I say, this is not a bad way to go. It's not a humiliation if you do this.